Everyone. I was gonna put my phone where I usually put it, which let me show you. It's right here where I have Jordan's book still, which I want to get some of my own of the main three, Dungeons and Dragons 3.5, the Player Handbook, Monster Manual, Dungeon Master's Guide. I'd love a copy of my own since he's given them to me, but there's a hole puncher right there where I usually set it. So we're gonna put this back in my brother's room since he just left. My mother left because she's all like, I need to get out. I'm all cooped up in the house. I'm like, yeah, you are. So let's see where this goes. I hate going through shit. I think it goes right there. Yeah? Yeah. I'm just listening to summoning. I think it's Old Morning's Dawn. Oh, let's check that. Yeah. I have a playlist on Spotify called Crimson Obelisk Radio. And it's basically, we just agreed, like, man, these are the most inspirational bands for us when it comes to creating music. And so I did, like, people that listen to like, these 4 artists also listen to these 4, or like these 8. Like Leviathan, people who listen to Leviathan also listen to these 8, and these 8, and these 8, these 8. And I did 2 albums from each. So that's 16 plus 16, that's 32. 64 albums? Plus the other. Yeah, so there's a lot of music on here. Like, we go from Summoning, Disaster, the the Purple album. What was it called? Portal of Sorrow. Then we got Fen. Then we got Striborg. Oh, this. I love it. Krieg. That weird album. Wolves of the Throne Room. Autumn Eternal. Great album. So, how much scrolling is there? So, on the playlist, we got, for artists, I'm not gonna name albums, Hate Forest, Blood of Kingu, I guess this is how you say it, but I've been saying Walknut, but it's Walknunt, Walknut. They're German, I think. Then we have Woden's Throne. Then we have Saur, Saor, Saur. Then we got Fen, Primordial, Zasther, Krieg, Striborg, Twilight, Blut aus Nord, Dark Throne, Mayhem, Druth, that's Drudkh, Winterfilleth, Leviathan, Burzum, Nukura Bonget, butchering these names, Nocmistium, Wolves in the Throne Room, Crota, Khors, Khor, Astrophase, Fall of Rhoros, Panopticon, The Great Old Ones, Ildra. Oh yeah, Ildra. Forefathers. What was this one? Arsaid. A with the accent over it. Arsaidh. Then we have Death Spell Omega, Mutilation. Judas Iscariot, Gorgoroth, Bathory, Isengard, Immortal Summoning, and this one I'm definitely butchering. It's a French, but it's a Swiss band. Passage de Hiver. Yeah, that's who's on it. Person self-titled. Isengard. Fen. Yeah. Man, it's just has like the whole playlist has like the certain vibe to it, and I like it. It's inspiring. Yeah. So if like Joey's over, and we're like, we don't know, we want to listen to black metal, but we don't know what, and so I'll put on that, and something good will come on. So here's some other stuff. 7 minutes, and I haven't made my bed. So I got some stuff in the mail. Well, I haven't got this in a while, even though I know I didn't get the last 2 months, but Sweetwater catalog, and I like looking through this and window shopping. The other thing I got in the mail, this was this morning. Ow. Halls of Undermountain. Boom. This, I remember going into Barnes & Noble with my ex, and I like looking at the D&D books for inspiration, and this is the other thing I got, Adventures Vault, because I'm not good at giving out loot in D&D, and this is where finally the camera goes right there. I remember going to Barnes & Noble and looking at the books and not knowing too much about D&D, about the history and the realms and why there's so many extra books, and I finally figured out it's to give inspiration. Man, do you want to make the deepest, darkest, most complex, biggest dungeon that's gonna take up 3 sessions or more? Boom. Halls of Undermountain. I'm not gonna look through yet, but I remember looking through, and there's all these randomized tables, and it came with a map of a dungeon, and it's just big. I know this is 4th edition, but I can easily convert it to 3.5. 3rd. Adventurers Vault. I know that's the same deal with that. It's just just a bunch of loot and weapons. I could easily convert it. It's very inspiring when it comes to just giving out loot and interesting weapons. Something I've learned just through watching videos and getting tips from a lot of dungeon masters with a lot of experience, is that don't make weapons boring. Fun weapons could tell a story on their own. Same with armor and little trinkets. I haven't looked through this thoroughly because I want it. Oh, I'm burping. Whew. I just want to wait till I'm sitting down and listening to some vinyl and looking through it. So I have 3 things to go through: 2 D&D books, Pro Gear, and I might throw in a third book. Like, Forgotten Realms, this thick book. Oh, hold on. Forgotten Realms. Campaign guide. Yeah, it's like, do you want to learn all about the lands? Are you sure? Because it comes with a huge fucking map like that. It's huge. I'd love to get this framed. And the Stirboard poster. Ugh. I'm gonna put that music up just a little bit. So, time to make my bed. I'm home alone. And it's my day off, and also tomorrow's my day off. I'm so glad my car drove hell. I'm glad it drove well to home. Right when I got home, I started Skyping with Bacon. Well, was like, hey, how's work, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, let me tell you a story. I go, I might want to open the window. It's very stale up here. What was I gonna do? Oh, well, my brain once again, when I'm in this like autopilot mode, I was like, what was I just doing? You know? I don't like it. I don't like it. Let me get over here. I'm good. February. I'm gonna say spring starts in March. Let me look at my calendar. Well, my calendar doesn't say like first day of winter, blah blah blah, technically, but I actually, for once in my life, can't wait until all snow melts and the weather is well enough for me to walk around Hampton on my days off. Because right now it's just completely wet and there's some snow in some places. And My mom's home. She doesn't usually bother me when I'm recording. But I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna make my bed, grab a vinyl, grab books, and go downstairs and read. I don't know what I'm gonna be listening to though, so bye.